Hey there, just kind of setting up, getting ready. We're going to be having some sassy tarot tonight, huh? No holds barred. Who knows what's going to happen? Hey, Simone and Michelle and JT90232 and Leanna Banana Darren. All right, you guys, I'm just waiting for my partner in crime to show up. Josh is going to be with us. He's really awesome. And he's handsome and he has a beautiful accent. He's from Brisbane. So Miss Shelly Belly. Hey guys. Okay, wow. Y'all are piling in. Hey Sakshi, that's so cool. So I'm going to hold off on readings just until Josh hopefully gets in. He's finishing up a webinar. He's also a healer. Yeah, Leanna, yay for accents. No kidding, right? So we get two things. He's handsome and he's got a great accent. So that's pretty cool. I'm tired, you guys. Well, I don't want to say that. Let me rephrase. My body is tired. I am fine, but my body is tired. I worked a party last night where I was double booked for card readings. And Darren's like, I love Australia. I have not been to Australia yet, but I would love to get my tush out there. So it was really interesting because I had an opportunity to do something. Darren's saying it's the full moon. Okay, Josh is in the hizzy. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, view request. Should be here soon. Are you here, Josh? How will I know? Accept. There's too many buttons to push. Why is Instagram so techie? There you are.
Hello.
I'm so happy to see you. You just made me smile. Hey, Felicia. Hey there.
Hello, everyone.
Josh, there's a lot of people here who are excited for your accent because I kind of told them you have a beautiful accent.
Uh, Thank you. I really appreciate that. I've been to the States a few times, for example, and yeah, there's a lot of people say, "Oh my gosh, you've got such a sexy accent. Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from New Zealand." And they're like, "Oh, where's that?"
Okay, wait a second. Help me out here. So you live in Brisbane, but you're from New Zealand.
Yes,
Okay. It's just exciting to me. That's all. I'm here in boring LA, and I've always loved your accent every time I hear you talk. So that's cool.
oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
He's from he's from Auckland.
What?
I can really put the accent on. Like, there's a video of me from like 20 years ago where I'm recording my dad doing a traditional umu, which is like a Polynesian way of cooking food. And I heard my accent. I was like, wow, that's like a really thick Kiwi accent. But over uh, the 15 years that I've been here, it's sort of tapered off a bit, but it still comes up when I say the word like six.
Is it so the word six? I hear like the number six, but am I hearing you
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Well, people will think I'm saying I'm saying I'm six.
Oh my gosh.
I'm saying
I say go for it. Why not? Listen, you and I are here to do our thing, you know? So
yeah,
you're going to say the way you say, I'm going to say the way I say, and that's just how it is, right?
exactly.
So
Oh,
how do we want to do this? So Josh and I have never done this before. We're just like, let's do this. So we're like, okay, Josh,
yeah.
how do
We're
you
just
want to do
like,
this?
I don't know, like I've got my astrology deck out.
Okay, cool.
I said deck, not.
Dick. It's okay. I would take either at this point. I'll tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Sassy Tarot.
Uh, Look, I've done as a Terry, as you know, I've done this before on TikTok with friends, and it was tipsy tarot, so it would just
Yeah,
go off.
yeah.
And as I told you, there was this one time where I Auntie Josh came out and started like roasting people's star signs, and it's just stuck from there.
That's awesome. Speaking of roasting people's star signs, I found out I don't know much about astrology, but I found out that I think it's called MC, which is what the midhaven is
Oh yeah.
Virgo. And I'm not a fan of Virgos. Sorry if I just pissed off any Virgos. Oh no. Number one rule, don't piss off the co-host. Oh well. But obviously we're made of like a lot of stuff. But one of the things I do keep in mind about Virgos, because I am challenged with them. I'm a Leo, by the way, so you might have a problem with Leos for all I know. But I do truly, honestly, wholeheartedly believe that Virgos really do come from a place of trying to help.
Mm.
So that is like how I'm always like, all right, but they're she, whoever is trying to help you, Terry. But Leo has big ego, so you know.
Yeah. But then there's also two types of Virgos as well. There's a September Virgo and then there's October Virgos.
Okay. Hey, look at you learning me. I love it.
The September Virgos, they're like ADHD.
Okay.
They're like cray cray. And then there's us October Virgos, and we're just like,
All right.
what is this?
Okay. Well, again, everybody, there's always the shadow and the light side, right? Oh, Felitza, by the way, can you see, not Felitza, well, Felitza just said something, ha ha ha, because she's a Virgo. But Josh, can you see the comments
I can.
as well? Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay, I didn't know that. So yeah, Felitza, she's a Virgo. That's so funny. I like Felitza. She's good people. I got to stop with the
Yes,
judgments.
exactly. There's always two sides to every
Yeah.
single sign.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Duality. Yeah.
Yeah, duality.
Darren, yeah. Darren's saying October Scorpios are less mean than us November Scorpios.
No comment.
Oh, that's great. That is fantastic. That's funny. All right. Well, we're here. We're here to have fun. So far, nobody really has any questions. Oh, wait. Leanna's talking about Libras.
We're
We're not
perfectly balanced. No.
No, that's true. My moon's in Libra. I'm not balanced.
Me too.
Yeah.
But see, I used to joke around. People are like, "Oh, what's your moon sign?" It's like, my moon sign's a tampon.
That makes a lot of sense. Freaking Libras.
Libra tampon, Tampax.
A lot of the people around me are Libras, actually. Like my sister, my niece are Libras. My best friend is a Libra. I always make my way towards Libras. It's kind of funny.
Interesting. I think most of the people in my life are fire or earth signs or fiery water signs.
I kind of know that one too. So it's like I always tell people that I will brag a lot and then I cry.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Cancer in my thing. In my thing. What are they called? What are those things
Natal
called?
chart.
Yeah, natal charts. That's it.
But see, because there's the traditional way of doing astrology, which excludes the position, like the longitude, latitude.
Okay.
And I go by position based.
Okay.
Because traditionally I would be Libra.
Okay.
But when I went position based, it made way more sense.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I was based, hemispheres change, like down here, down under. We've got different stars in our sky. And so
does it really make a difference? Seriously?
Huh. Well, if you think about it, like you're on its axis, like we're down here and you're up here, we're going to see the stars this way. You're going to see the stars that way. So
Yeah, that's too smart for me, though. That's a lot of intelligence that you have to put into that. Thank God for computer programs, right? That's funny. So Michelle is a Libra moon. Okay. Darren is telling me I cry a lot because of the Libra moon. I thought it was because I had a lot of Cancer. What is all this? All these buttons. Oh, okay. Okay, I got a question for a reading. Can you see that, Josh?
I think I did see someone, but the chat went a little bit too fast.
Okay, it's Disco Jen 79, and she says she would love a reading. Happy Friday. So she's obviously in the States because it's Friday here in the States.
And it's
So,
Saturday.
uh, how do you want to do this? Do you want to just like grab a card and then I'll grab a card and
Yeah.
then we'll like
And
double
then
like that? Like you give your information and then I'll give my information. That's what I love about working with other intuitives is that sometimes, actually a lot of the times, you get different information, which is
yes,
cool. It's just like an expanded,
yes,
more expansive reading.
as my
What's that? I went, oh, what the
it's
hell?
this big is my rako, which is a traditional Maori healing stick.
Ooh,
So I can use this on someone's body to like, you know, push the juju around,
okay,
but it's always with me. So
that's cool.
just a bit of show and tell. But sure, we can double enter with cards.
I went to public
I've never-
school, so you know.
yeah.
All right. So it was Disco Jen, and she just wanted a reading. There was nothing specific that she asked. So we just give her a general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only got my astrology
Okay.
with me.
Cool.
Oh no, I do have my okay. Actually, you know what? We will use this one as well, which is our just
Ooh,
Aboriginal ancestral wisdom.
I love it.
Since I'm here in Australia and
Yeah.
need to acknowledge
Absolutely.
ancestors.
Absolutely.
What was her name again? Sorry, Denise.
Disco Jen.
Disco Jen. Sorry, I heard Denise.
Or maybe she knows somebody named Denise, or maybe she's close to
Maybe.
someone. There's always a
Um, so how I like to start the readings is I always like to ask permission. So, Disco Jen, do you give us permission to access your energy?
She's juggling kiddos. It says, "Hi, sorry, juggling kiddos." I'm assuming that's a yes because she asked the question.
Yeah.
So I think she wants a reading because she asked it.
Jenny, thank you.
And she even said, she just said permission granted. So
Thank you. Hmm. So the card that came up for me from the Indigenous deck is showing me this.
ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah, so we've got, it came up down this side. So unimagination, or unimaginative. So And because inspired's on the top, so that's showing me that there's a block somewhere to allow. It's almost not just inspired, it's intuition slash channeling the right thing to come down.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something blocking in the way there. And it's really interesting because I just pulled out that card, which is conjunction. They're geesies.
The
Dinner.
geese. I love it.
Conjunction is to do with when you're feeling that sort of block. It's like, okay, who are my go-tos? Because sometimes you just need to mix the energy up and be around other people that are the same feather. And birds of a feather fly together. So
Yeah.
who are your birds that you need to be around with to help, shake that up?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that friend energy will help shift, and you're just going to hear something or feel something with them. It's like, oh, that's it. Quickly run and write it down.
Yeah, that's interesting because I'm kind of getting like the same thing, but it's interesting because I've got like the block for her with the cards. I've got the block, and you know how just like a moment ago you and I were talking about duality. So it's like, so I've got that she's got a block, and then I have that she gets through it, but in order to get through it, she has to look at the silver lining of it. So whatever's going on right now with her that she's feeling blocked or stuck or like there's no's everywhere around, she has to go into the duality of it because she's focusing too much on the blahness of it. So what I'm also hearing you say is that if she goes to her people and she puts herself in that energy, right? That's the total opposite of what she's feeling, and that would help unclog her pipes. Because ultimately I have like the bunny this is what I get from reading it off the damn screen.
Jive.
The job, the bunny hop jive. So it's like smooth and easy. It's actually the opposite of what's going on right now. So if you were to, Jen, if you were to just go ahead and look at the silver lining of things by getting into the energy of being around your people, that's going to help you go into the opposite of it, the so that it can unclog, and then you're going to be hopping like a bunny. So I love that because I think both of our cards kind of tell the story.
Yeah,
It's awesome. Perfect. Thanks, Josh. That was fun.
that was fun. I did also see there's some sort of significance with a cocktail slash martini glass. We're dropping and grassing.
What? I know I'm sober at the moment, but that might change. But I'm just saying. That's funny. Hey, Mary Jo. That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what
So
this martini cocktail glass means, but it's
that's funny. I don't know if you saw this at all, Josh, but Jen just said going through a rough divorce, and this is on point. I want to find more joy. So she needs to really be with her people. So, like in the psychology term or the psychological world, they would call that co-regulation. So you might even, Jen, you might even be like hermiting yourself a bit, like keeping to yourself. If you have kids, you might even just be staying as like a unit. But Josh is saying don't do that. And I'm saying
no.
if you do what Josh says, then it'll help you get to the other side. So, yeah. You have my
And
sympathy.
now my throat chakra is like, so it's something's got you at a hold here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because with the when you see like the co-regulation thing, it's like, yes. let's bring in some shadow work.
Yeah. Ah, but I'm always like, Josh, I gotta tell you, like, I'm always like, yes, shadow work, shadow work, shadow work, but I'm tired of shadow work. I'm tired.
Yeah, look, it's permanent though. Once you unlock that beast,
Yeah,
it's you cannot close it.
I know. I know. It's like Pandora's box, and you're like, close it, close it.
The box is like, there's no latcher anymore.
No.
Goodbye.
Mm-mm.
Open itself up again.
And it has no boundaries. It's like, hi, I'm your shadow. I'm gonna go everywhere with you all the time. No boundaries.
Um, but yeah, what I'm feeling here is there's also a need to acknowledge the emotional states you're going through. You need to release it. It's just like you're getting caught in the throat and it's not coming up. So I use this with all my clients. I use the four permissions, which is you need to tell yourself whatever the named emotion or feeling is to say, it's okay to feel named emotion. It's safe for me to feel said emotion. You're allowed to feel said emotion, and you need to give yourself approval to feel all of that. Give yourself permission to be in the time that's needed for it. And then, and just like visitors that come and go to your home, so emotions are the same. You thank that emotion for coming into your awareness and you let it go. It's like, thank you for showing up. Thank you. You can go now. There's a door because mama's got drinking to do with her friends, with her friends, with the birds.
With the birds. With the birds. I love that. That's good. So maybe like she's maybe she's doing a lot of work very maybe more strategically and practically and not connecting emotionally, and maybe that's what she needs more of while she's going through this divorce. That's what it feels like to me
Yeah.
when you're talking about that, because a lot of times we can approach things very mentally, but mental is not emotional, and emotional gets trapped in the physical.
And our
So
nervous system and the body keeps the score.
tis tis true. So maybe Jen, you might want to also look into like feeling what's happening, not just going through it. If that makes any sense to you, because there is a difference when you give yourself permission to feel something.
Yes.
It does suck. I'm not going to tell you that it's all jelly beans and sunshines and smiles, but it sucks. But the only way out is through, because if you go around, you're bypassing, and then you're just going to be
Yep.
stuck.
And don't be afraid to be angry. People tend to suppress that one down.
Yeah,
You are allowed to be angry.
yeah, yeah,
Be angry.
yeah,
Be too.
yeah.
No, it's okay.
So Disco Jen, you have a homework assignment, which is to throw glass at the wall and crack every piece of china in your cabinet and just break shit. Don't do that.
Unless you
Don't do that. That's
want to
horrible.
resell it for money
But be
and pay for
mad.
the trip to Thailand.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be angry. If you're going to throw things, just make sure you clean up the mess after you break everything. That's all.
Yep.
Let's see who else. Wow, we have a whole bunch of people that joined. Oh my gosh. Let me just get them in here. Oh my gosh. So happy you guys are here. Okay, let's scroll back down. So we have Simone Amelie. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. She would like a reading as well. Simone Amelie. It's a very pretty name. Do you know her? I don't know her. Such a pretty name.
Um,
All right, Simone, give us a minute to connect.
Ooh, what are you doing to me?
Okay. I almost feel I almost feel like this is actually a similar situation.
And apologies, Simone. I can do remote viewing as well, so sometimes that comes
Ooh,
through.
cool.
And that may not necessarily be in your house, but it will be a place of significance. All I saw was a gold framed uh, picture on a white background, and it's got like a blue, I want to say watercolor abstract. It's very, very, I don't want to say floral because it's more like, fancy blotches on a wall is what I want to say. Fancy bluish blotches on a big white thing, and it's gold framed or looks to be gold framed.
Oh,
So I
that's
don't know if that.
so funny. That's funny. Uh, Simone, can you place what Josh is saying, just so we can validate him if possible? It's interesting because like I feel like it's not the same circumstance as a divorce, but that stuck feeling.
Mm.
I think a lot of us are doing that where we're just really just focusing and looking at whatever it is that's making us feel, let's simplify this, bad. If we're going to put judgment, bad versus good. Ooh, what's that? What's that, Josh?
Introspection, introspection in 12th house. So
Wow.
right on the money.
Yeah.
It's we've arrived at a space and a place of we've done the journey and we're at this is like closing out the cycle, and now it's the introspection part of it. I mean, that actually looks like a room in my house. It has a bunch of old paintings with good frames or gold
Oh,
frames. That's all I can think of, really.
very cool. Look at you and your remote viewing.
Gold frames.
That's cool. Do you work for the government with your remote viewing?
No, I'm just part AI.
That's cool. Do you have x-ray viewing? Like, can you see through things? Or it's just like remote where you can see like,
No, I actually had a friend test me before. Like he went into the other room and like held random things, like 10 different objects, and I guess six of them. And the other
oh,
four I just couldn't see because for whatever reason, he had a text message come through and his energy
oh,
closed off. He
so
didn't
it shut.
like what he was. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
they're
That's so
kind of
cool.
insane actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So Simone, it's probably time for you to integrate everything that you've learned. If you're not aware here of what you've learned during this challenging time, see if you can feel it, because even if you feel it, you'll get the information. Your higher soul will process it with your human and it will come to you. So don't get frustrated if you can't. I oh, I feel like you can kind of be stubborn sometimes and you just want your answers now and it's not happening now. It's okay, Simone. Slow down. Is that what you're getting, John?
Yeah,
Like, slow.
Mercury messages.
This is the best part about working with others. But like, slow down, girl, slow down. Your answers will come to you. One of the things, and I understand this, and I'm sure Josh gets this too, and if not, I'm going to speak on his behalf because that's very polite. Uh, is we forget that there's divine orchestration happening that we can't see in physical reality, that there is stuff and there is movement happening behind the scenes. And that's kind of where I feel like you can slow down with, is because you don't have the results now. You have put in work, you have put in effort. You have to like integrate now. You have to like integrate now, and that's a slower process because that information has to drop into your mental field so that you can understand what just happened or what you went through or what you're recovering from.
Hmm.
Yeah. And apparently Josh knows what the inside of your home looks like.
Oh, old house, but clearly
Old
there's
house, sorry.
significant. That's okay. It's
uh,
to be more precise, it's this particular painting or set of painting, or this one particular painting. It's above a couch next to I want to say a glass sliding door, like a very like floor to ceiling glass window that gets a lot of sunlight.
mhm.
So it almost, it's very cozy looking, this particular part of the house. So there's
I love that.
there's something there for you to explore and like sit in.
So Josh, if this is her old house, but it's coming up for you and you're seeing it remotely, that must mean, if I'm correct, that must mean there's some sort of significance to what you're describing that she can take from it. So whatever it means to her in her own lingo and language, whatever it means to her soul, um, she can take that information that you're giving her, and even if she doesn't have that information right now, she can sit with it and maybe take the like energetic vibration from that image that you're seeing and sort of blend it in with her.
Yeah,
Is that how she could use that? Oh,
yes,
I love that.
absolutely.
Oh,
Oh,
very cool.
look, hang on. That's insane. I actually know exactly what you're talking about. I'm a bit freaked. My grandpa painted a painting that light shines directly on, that's gold framed above a couch.
So, okay, so whatever that means to you, Simone, there's got to this is it's a very specific message that Josh is giving you. I mean, he's remotely viewing into your own home. There's some significance, there's some meaning. And if you can put your own meaning, because we all have our own soul language, that you'll probably get something out of it. And it's okay if you don't get that answer right now. Very cool. Look at all
Yeah.
those hearts we're getting, Josh. Oh, I
Just being
love
a
it.
service and sharing the sass.
Sarsaparilla. I'm actually thirsty now that I just said that. All right. Should we look through and see who might need a reading next?
Mhm.
All right. I'm trying to go in order. Nancy. Hey, Nancy. If drawn to me, but she actually wrote this as a question. So if drawn to me, can I have a card? So this is for Nancy. This is for
The
Nancy.
last time someone said that to me, I was like, no, you cannot have my credit card.
Oh my God, last night I was doing psychometry readings at a party and I was getting lots of jewelry, which was really nice. And this one woman, she's like, I don't know what to give you. And she just hands me her credit card. I'm like, okay,
Where's the
bye.
limit?
That was cool. That's cool. That's funny. All right, Nancy, we got you. We got you.
Oh, okay. That's dizzying to look at. Hmm. Oh, jump card. Scorpios come out.
So does that mean she's going to be having lots of sex? Is that what that means?
Not necessarily. I mean, Scorpios.
I hear Scorpio. I just assume sex.
No, Scorpio is very close to transformation and death,
Death.
life and
Okay,
rebirth.
great. Sex and death. Hey.
Yeah, true, babies.
Yeah. Well, don't we die when we orgasm a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, have you done DMT breath work before?
Uh, DMT breath work? No, I've done DMT, but not DMT breath work.
So the DMT breath work, we can just apply it to people. It can get you to a point where you actually do experience a little bit of DMT being activated in your
Okay.
brain. The first time I did it, it literally, because I've died before, so it almost felt like I was about to die again. It's like,
Did Did you
but
stop yourself because you recognize that feeling or sensation? You still went with it. You're like, hey, if I go, I go.
just went with the experience, like, woo! Don't know why that came up, but it is what it is. Oh, so we're talking about life and rebirth and
Right.
stuff with Scorpio. I don't know who the Scorpio is. Um, if it's a Scorpio, it's usually to do with a person. So there's a Scorpio person,
Mm-hmm.
um, and what I was seeing for this person was out on a balcony, and there's just forestry all in front of us. But it was really dizzying. It's like the forest kept moving. So I'm like, I don't know if that's just the hurricane or it's really windy, but it's like something to do with being out on a balcony. Oh, that's interesting.
It is
Scorpio
interesting.
sun. Scorpio sun. That's the sun card.
Wow. It's interesting you say that because I have cards here that I think are reflecting transformation. So I think with Nancy, I know we were joking about sex, but I think it's the death part. I'm not predicting any deaths here, but I think that there's a transformation, a big one. Um, and it feels like it could just be a family member, but you're kind of like riding along. So like you're the support system for the person who's going through a transformation. Um, and so sometimes it can feel heavy for you.
Mm,
And Nancy, I don't know if you're an empath or you have empathic tendencies, but this is not your transformation. It doesn't feel like it's happening to you. It feels like you're the support, you're watching it, and I feel like you feel helpless, like you want to help, but you can't. But I don't want you to take that on as a responsibility for yourself, and you can't be accountable for somebody else's actions because they're going through something. So,
yes, that explains because the sun source doesn't necessarily mean that they're a Scorpio sun, but the sun card in itself refers to activation, or if we have too much sun, then we have over activated and it's too intense.
yeah. I mean, I definitely feel the intensity of this, and I feel like she's taking on things she doesn't have to.
Really weird because there's eights in both these cards too, 8 and 18.
Wow.
And I've been told look out for eights in particular this year. I'm like, okay.
For you, what do eights represent?
Eights mean infinity,
Mm-hmm.
or they mean a turning point because you're tapping into something that has no inertia to it. You need to figure out what direction to take it next.
Yeah, that makes sense with what I'm picking up. It's like instead of if let's see if I can do a visual for you, Nancy. Let's say here's that person going through that transformation change or whatever. It's like you're riding on top of them and going with them because you're such a loving, caring, kind person. Ideally, what you want to do is go beside them. So you're supporting them, but you are not the same. And I think you're having troubles or difficulties separating yourself from it. I hope that visualization is easier to get. Oh wait, there's a whole bunch of people I need to wave to. What's up? You wave that way. I'm gonna wave on the thingy here. You know the thingy. All right, I'm just clicking all the waves because I want to acknowledge everybody who's here. Thank you for being here. All right. Is there anything else that you need to share with Nancy?
No, it's just really weird that balcony
The balcony thing.
and
Yeah. Hey, Nancy,
free.
if you, I was just going to ask Nancy that if she could maybe let us know what the balcony could be, because maybe it's a remote viewing thing that you're doing. Or maybe she has a connection to balconies. Maybe she's been Rapunzel in a play. I don't know.
It's weird that it was like I'm in darkness, and all of a sudden I'm coming onto the balcony, and then it's like the balcony's staying still, but everything else is moving, but it's just all forestry in front of me. So I was like, oh, that's really dizzying to look at. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
just uh, maybe that's not necessarily a remote viewing. It's just more that this is a visual representation of energy or like how it feels to like put it in a video.
I wonder if she's a caretaker for somebody who is maybe has Alzheimer's or who's on medications. I don't know why that's coming to me, but that feels like it's in connection to your um, to the like the dizziness that you were talking about. How they're kind of stable, but like everything else around is a little bit. I wonder if that's it. Hmm. Well, Nancy, let us know. Just pop in, and let us know. Roshanak here, she's saying a few years ago she came to me and I told her a year from that time she would meet somebody and we'll get married, and that actually happened. Cool. Oh, Rachel is saying that there's some questions in the box too. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Okay, because I still don't know how to oh, there it is. Okay, there's 3 in here. So Josh, Rachel Kerfuffle, cute name, would like guidance on career, and brother, also named Josh, he's a Leo, needs general life guidance too. Okay, so we'll just to kind of be fair to everybody, we'll just answer one question because there's a lot more of you guys than there are of us. And I'm going to take my Virgo midhaven and just like whoosh, keep us in some sort of order. All right. So Josh, the question from Rachel is would love some guidance on her career.
Yeah, I finally found the question box too. I'm like, oh, that's a
I
thing.
didn't know that. I mean I don't do this enough that would happen. I usually just go through the feed. But that's a lot easier to manage, this little box thing.
Thank you, box. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just used to
thank you,
TikTok, so
box.
it's like,
Yeah. All right. That
okay.
might help
God,
us keep in order. We'll use the box. Wah, wah. All right, so Rachel would like some career guidance. Mm.
Wow, okay. Every now and then I get a remote viewing, but it's like I'm literally looking through the eyes, and this this feels like a past moment. It's a children's book, and there's a picture on the right-hand side of it's a cartoon style, and there's a table, and there's a little boy and a little girl sitting at this table, and it's I don't know, it's like meal time or something. It's like, but I can only see like a portion of it. It's like I don't know. I'm like, is this why is this cartoon mode? Then the eyes zoomed out. It's like I can just see the edge of a book. So I'm like, okay, makes perfect sense. Oh, it's probably just something she said. I just came out of the box back into the
You came out of the box.
just in the box.
It's too bad your name's not Jack.
Oh,
That's funny.
interesting. Yeah, it definitely feels like it's an old memory because that it doesn't happen very often, but every now and then it's like a remote viewing memory that I'm seeing as opposed to an actual place. It's like, ooh, okay.
But that, for me, that makes sense because there's something along the lines of she's operating from the past in terms of her perseverance for her career. So it's almost like I feel like in the past, she in the past she would work extra hard and just push 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 push, and
Mm,
now she's learned a little bit of how to be less pushy, more trusty, less push push push, but at the same time there's that concern of stability and what could happen. So it's like she's applying her like I feel like there's a lot of emotional time travel that's going on here. Like she's so unsure with her career or what direction to go in that she's falling into her emotional past instead of being present and just kind of
mm,
going like, okay, everything is going to be okay because whatever I do now creates my future. So she's doing some emotional time travel, I think. So, in terms of your career, don't do that. Just go with reality. Also, the word perseverance came through. So I don't know if you're giving up too easily because there's a difference between giving up and then there's a difference between not putting in effort. And I feel like because of the way that you've been in the past, there might be a little hiccup in that.
I got
Is that
tension.
bing 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 bing? Look at that, Josh.
So there's tension, but then I also pulled out Juno and Saturn. So we've got Juno, which is partnership, and then we got Saturn, which echoes
Saturn.
what you're saying. It's in other words, what I'm to help uh, add to that. It's finding the right partnerships to help form the right structure.
Mm. Oh, so she's got a network, maybe.
Yeah, Saturn is. I love Saturn whenever it comes up because it's you're like,
You
ooh, Saturn
hey,
return.
Saturn's an
But
asshole.
with Saturn, it also asks you to step into your wisdom
Mm.
and to rise up in your expertise with the knowledge that you do have. But what this is saying here is there's some sort of tension, and again, I've got bloody Scorpio in here. Could be a Scorpio person, there's tension with a Scorpio person, and it's getting in the way of you being able to find the right people to work with to help formulate the structure needed to help you step up into um, your expertise.
Huh. I wonder if she's growing out of like her position or where she is, you know. Interesting. That's cool. All right. There you go, Rachel. Um, you want to choose one next, Josh? Why don't you choose?
Pikachu, I choose you. Um,
Rachel says we both nailed it. Yes! Winner, winner, chicken dinner!
I can't have chicken, but okay.
I almost just snorted when I was laughing. I caught myself before I snorted. Woo!
Uh, Ashley, what's she saying here?
Oh, Leanna, thank you for laughing with us and not at us.
Um, oh, you got a few questions there, Ashley.
Refer to my previous comments. Oh, she's gonna make us scroll, isn't she?
No, no, the one, so she's saying, like, my boyfriend lost his very close friend a couple of years ago, and it was totally tragic and unexpected. We just want to know if he's okay. He never lost anyone, so it's been so hard for him. There is, I can tell you right
Oh,
now that is okay because I'm getting a very strong feminine presence on my left-hand side, and they keep coming in and out, in and out, in and out. So that whenever I pick up on that, that tells me that the matriarchal side of their family is taking care of him. So that side of it's fine. Um, but that was more for someone else. Would love guidance on myself and my personal aspirations as a musician. Okay.
oh, there's two Ashleys. Oh no, wait. I'm confused. It's because I'm blonde. Okay, wait. Oh, I guess there's two different things that she's saying.
Yeah. That first one I was happy to answer because a lot of the ancestral work that I do, um, those lines are always open 24/7. There's no
Yeah,
rest. Um, yeah, so I don't know. There's some matriarchal person, or in other words, they don't necessarily know that they're female because it's always the left hand side. So he's been looked at. I don't know, but maybe there was someone that passed before him potentially that was like an auntie, or I don't want to say mother because they came through three times, so it could be third. I don't know. Could be reading into it too much. I'm just going by what I'm seeing because they came backwards and forwards three times. It's like, what does the three mean? The three means to this feminine presence that's looking after this person.
yeah. I mean, I sense that everything's okay too. I'm not directly speaking with this spirit, but I am sensing that everything is okay. And it was one of those chosen as exits. Um, so the actual crossover was okay. It's hard for us humans to understand this, but when it comes to the soul disconnecting from the human, it's um
It's very quick and
it's
sudden.
that, yeah, it's like not, And you've had an NDE too, so you would know,
Yeah.
better than I haven't had an NDE. I'm just, a little medium, but you've had an NDE, so you're probably better that, can talk about that.
So the best way to describe with how it feels is, remember that the old school Tupperware containers where they had like the real soft plastic peely lids?
Uh-huh.
And that peeling sensation, that's what it feels like to be peeled out of your body.
Mm.
And it's like ripping off a band-aid.
It's
And
quick.
you are instantaneously crossed over, and there's always family that have passed before that are always there. So when I passed over, it was my mum's mum, and she sounded younger, way younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like she sounded like she was in her 20s, and she simply said to me, I couldn't see anything. I knew I had died, but she said to me, it's not your time, you have to go back. And then, boom, I'm back in my body with like the paddles deeper. So I can attest that absolutely his crossing would have been quick. Family would have
Yeah.
been there. Whoever this female person with the number 3, whatever significance that holds, would have been
Yeah.
there with them.
Yeah. I get a lot of that when I'm doing mediumship, is that there's someone to greet them. They're always greeted. And if it's like a slower process of like a sickness, or someone is in the hospital, or they're sort of teetering, they see and they encounter these spirits while their soul is connected to their body. So it's like it's a preparational system, I guess you can say. We don't know that, we don't see that or experience it, so we have our perspective and our view on it and our judgments and expectations, so it's just so different than when it actually occurs. And in the sessions with these spirits that I've spoken to, is the majority of the time it's like not this to the outside, to the family members, it's like this horrific, terrible experience, but to the actual person slash spirit it's happening to, it's just like you said, just like a peel. It's almost like a light switch, like you're here and then you're just not here. It's not, there's no torture or anything like that. It's the living's perspective, because they don't know of like
But
what it
yeah,
could be like or what they're possibly experiencing. Yeah. So yeah, your boyfriend is your boyfriend's best friend. Was that it?
yeah.
They're they're fine. They're okay. Okay. Let's get continuing here. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a lot happening here.
Just very quickly on that one, Ashley, because I know you did ask a second question prior to us saying, we're going to do one question per person, but the very two quick cards that I had out was Aquarius and sitting in discomfort. So you need to, there's a level of discomfort that you need to be okay with collaboration or being open to alternative slash tangent pathways.
Ooh.
Because more often than not, whenever you release that discomfort, something shows up. So what is the discomfort with whatever that musician career process is? Be in the discomfort and own it and be okay with it. Then release it and be open to exploring alternatives.
I gotta tell you, that can be scary as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's like the end result is always better. And then we say to ourselves, why did I wait so long to do that? So it's like we always like kick ourselves in the butt afterwards.
Yep.
Always.
Questions.
This is more challenging than I thought it would be. Scrolling through everything, going through, like, how do people do this with like hundreds and thousands of people? Wah, wah. Oh gosh, did I do something wrong? Is everybody still there? I should
Yeah,
not be touching buttons. Okay. I should not be touching buttons. I lost my track, Josh. I'm so
I
sorry. Do you?
just love part of the ones that we've answered in the box.
Okay. So we
So I'm
have
like, okay, they're done, they're done. It's Sak,
Sakshi.
Sakshi.
Sakshi Shandak. Guidance on my personal life ahead. Okay. She wants some predictions. Wah, 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 wah. All right, Sakshi.
Whoa, okay.
Okay.
Whoa, that was an Inception.
Holy crap.
Wow, Sakshi. So what I was seeing was just this infinite line of very ornate glasses with gold filigree on them. They look like champagne flutes. They're very ornate. And it's like you're in one of those rooms where it's all mirrored walls and everything just looks like it just keeps going.
Oh, wow.
That's what it looks like. Oh, it's an Inception.
It just,
It has like a festive sort of vibe to it. It's like, is this a celebration? But also cups are like to do with the emotional state. If there's that many cups, I keep thinking the 10 of cups, which is like you've attained, you're at the final celebration point of something. Ooh,
you know what's
Mary.
interesting is like when you were describing the like the mirrors and the glass and all that, the first thing that came to my mind was the Palace of Versailles. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you are traveling at all, Sakshi. But when you were talking about that, and I pulled the Two of Cups, which is a very relationshipy card. So I don't think you're that far off from finding somebody you could be in a serious relationship with, or if you are already in a serious relationship with someone. Because everything that Josh was talking about, I kept feeling celebration, reason to celebrate, joy, happiness. So you may not be too far off from. Is that what those are, Josh?
Taurus and Cancer. I don't know. Is that one of your signs and this is the other person? I don't know.
Huh.
There's just two people. There's a Taurus and a Cancer. But the middle card was Chiron, healing.
Yeah.
I love Chiron. Chiron's the Hierophant, tarot equivalent, the wounded healer.
Hmm.
But there's duality, there's synchronicity. The above is within the below is within the above, like all of that sort of talk.
Yeah, I think she's well on her way towards, if it's not romantic relationship, it's like collaborating, but like there's there's like joy and deep happiness and deep fulfillment is what it feels like. So if that's something that you're desiring, I feel like it's on its way. Like joys, celebration, maybe even travel. Maybe you'll be going on your honeymoon to the Palace of Versailles.
Yeah, there's something there.
Wouldn't that
I
be
don't know, because
cool?
the Taurus or the Cancer is there's hmm.
Yeah. Well, she seems to like it. She says, thank you so much. Well, that's good. We like happy people. Well, even not happy people are good people too. Wah, wah.
Um, I would love to go. Okay, I'll be more specific too. It's about work in general. So next is it Lena? Liana? Liana de Banana.
Liana de Banana. What a great name. Is mine too low on the chat? I was the front.
We got yours now, Liana.
Okay. Do you have a question? It's about
It's
work.
work in general. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Liana de Banana. Hey, Flo. Flo just popped in.
Whoa, jump card. Oh, Pallas Athena.
What does that mean, Josh? I don't know what that means.
So Pallas Athena is a moon. I forget which planet it surrounds. I'm pretty sure it's Jupiter's. I forget which one it is. But it's because we're talking about Athena, we're talking about wisdom. So there's something to do with wisdom and is that high
It is
priestess?
High Priestess in the hizzy.
It's weird because it's like authority, 10th house.
Ba-ba-bam.
So there's a journey here of discovering one's authority. And because Terry's picked up that card, that almost tells me like you need to start trusting your intuition. Like stop trying to seek the answer, let it come to you.
Mm-hmm. You're trying too hard.
Or overthinking and overanalyzing, but too much in the headspace means you're disconnecting from that channel.
Yeah. So we're still in full, well, at least here, I don't know about where you are, Josh, but we're still in full moon energy here. And I feel like you should have a conversation with the moony moon.
The Virgo moon.
Yeah.
Virgo moon.
Virgo. No, but I feel like there's something coming through that if you can connect, Liana di Banana, if you can connect with the moon, even if you don't know, like, even if right now you're like, what am I supposed to know? What am I feeling? But like, if you get out of your head and you just kind of receive and you just sit there, the answer will, or the answers will come to you, because I kind of feel like that overthinking that Josh was talking about is like, there's a little bit of self agency that there's room for improvement on that. And so when we're overthinking, we're thinking way too much, it's really hard to access the intuition. But there's something about you having a conversation with the moon. That's what's
Talking to the moon.
oh, that's cool. Yeah, I hope that helps, Leanna. Is there anything else, Josh?
But like, yeah, because like the moon's in there, it's guiding the way, and it mirrors the high priestess. It's like journey into standing in your high priestess. So what
Yeah.
does that mean? It's like the high priestess is the is intuition. They know who they are. There's no judgment. There's just acceptance and just flow. So it's just finding that for yourself. I wonder if the interview will go anywhere. Yeah, you can keep wondering, or you can just carry on and just allow it to come through when it's supposed to come through.
Right. See, that's the thing, is like the more you're worried and concerned and thinking and analytical, the further away you are from your own truth and your own like beautiful inside. I don't know how to explain that, but see, energy influences energy. So if you're going to come in like all right on an interview, the interviewer is going to feel your and it's going to come across to them as something in a more mental way, so they may not have the right viewpoint of you, because when you're, that's not who you really are. So if you can get to who you really are, which means having some sort of self agency, meaning control, sorry, kiddo, a little bit out of control with those emotions, but if you can control that better, you will come across a lot calmer, slower, not so kind of frazzled. But the only way to do that is to kind of get control. So how do you do that? You find ways to talk to your insides. Your insides have all the answers.
Yes, the body is a very wise vessel.
Yeah.
If the body had a voice, you would not be listening to your brain.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's saying that the interview, she was really calm on the interview. So that's good. So, hopefully if there are more interviews, because at least out here in the States, sometimes you have to go through several interviews before you get the actual job. As you start getting up there and it starts to get closer and closer, remain calmer and calmer. So if you already started calm, awesome. But just, remain calm to the best of your ability, obviously, right?
This is fun. I haven't done this in such a long time.
I know. You know what, Josh? I mean, out here it's kind of late. I mean, it's probably even later on the East Coast. Um, so I'm not sure how much longer on my end I'm going to be able to do this, but we should do this again, right?
Yes, we definitely should. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So we can kind of figure that out and we'll make announcements and all the things. You think we should do maybe one more?
Just one more, just to.
Yeah.
I feel like
You pick.
you do private readings.
Yeah.
Yes. We both do.
Mm-hmm.
I love the tag team readings. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Tag
agree.
team readings are really awesome. I think, believe it or not, my experience, I don't know about your experience, Josh, is a lot of people don't want to work with each other. I don't know why. They're afraid to.
No. Everyone's like measuring their spiritual dicks at each other. It's like, can you not do that?
Yeah.
Like,
It's not like, I don't know. I just feel like when we collaborate, we have more to give. And it can just be more expansive with more information. And it's okay if they're different pieces of information because that just gives you a bigger picture. That's all.
yeah.
Some people don't play nicely in the sandbox.
Yes, as I've learned on TikTok, it's very clicky. People start talking about other people on other people's lives, and it's like, what are you doing? That's bringing our community down and making it appear even more toxic than it's already got a rep for. So please do not do that.
Yeah. Or you'll have Josh and I will have to come after you.
Yeah, with my stick.
With your stick. That's right. Stickity stick, stick, stick. All right, so Josh, you choose the last one.
Let's do. Is it Jen? Jen 5706. Ooh, those are interesting numbers. 13. What? 5, 7, 12, 18, 9. The 9 number.
Did she
Is
have a question or was it just a general?
And something to do with love life, I think it was.
Okay.
Oh no, where did she go? Yeah, I would like to know where my love life is going. I'm getting lost here.
Oh.
Oh,
Going to the dogs. That's where your love life is going, to the dogs.
he's so
Okay,
cute.
that's enough tongue. That's enough tongue.
That's what she said.
I love you, kid, but not that much. Oh
Back
boy. Oh
down
boy.
to Earth Star.
All right, Jen and her love life. Ah,
Whoa.
yeah. I love when we have those reactions. Hey, you guys came for this. You guys came for this, so you're getting it, okay?
I just saw this big um, blue dragon. No, more like a. I want to. It almost looks like a Pokemon dragon just coming out. I was like, "Excuse you, where'd you come from?" And
You
I'm like, "Oh
fired
my god,
yourself, sir.
Pisces, Pisces is in the house.
Pisces
Pisces,
in the hip. That's
Pisces.
funny.
Oh, and symbiosis. Okay, just interesting. So, oh, symbiosis. Okay, if it's to do with your love, like you need to actually look at your natal chart because there'll be hints in terms. So you want to look at your trine and sextile positionings to see the the neighboring star signs to those particular positions, and that'll actually give you an idea as to who you need to be interacting with.
Oh, so if she looks at her chart, she'll know that could give her some sort of guidance in terms of like compatibility.
Yes, the
Okay.
Dragonite and the Pisces. Oh, called you out.
Yeah, because I feel like so what I was getting was that she's so focused on her love life. Like it's almost borderline obsessed. And because she's so into that and she's so there, she's actually pushing it away. And so when that's happening, it's like she's choosing wrong partners.
Mm. It's
So,
was it? It's what's the one before Dragonite? I'm pretty sure it's Dratini. Perfect giant Dratini, crossed with a Hydra, whatever that. I forget that name.
yeah.
I don't know. But it was very specific. I was like, okay, Dratini and Hydra put together. But agreed. It's like with what Terry's saying there. It's the you need to sensitize yourself around those urges or
Hmm.
those emotional um, compulsions.
Yeah, because you know, look, I'm gonna call you out. You know I don't want to like upset you, but I'm gonna be that person.
With
But it's
love,
like
it's saying
the
this with love.
yeah, it's said with love, but it's almost like that the desperation energy is kind of what your signal is. And so you if you're trying to broadcast out to the right partners, first of all, if you take Josh's advice and you check your natal chart and you see where all the trines are, you'll know, okay, I should slash could or slash will direct my signals, my broadcasts in these directions, first of all, but without the sort of desperation behind it, because so the universe doesn't speak words, it speaks feelings and emotion. That's what the language of the universe is, the emotion. So if you're saying one thing but you're feeling another, the
Mm,
automatically that's resistance. So you might be saying, yeah, it's okay that I don't want that I'm single. Well, give that as an example. Yeah, it's okay that I'm single, but you're feeling like something's wrong with me because I'm single. I just want a boyfriend. I just want a partner. I want to have a family already. It's like that's what the universe is hearing because that's the language, right? So ease off on being so desperate to be chosen, picked, or loved. Sorry,
And to
I say this with love
yeah,
because I want you to have the partner.
and to echo that, there's a saying, the energy, sorry, not the energy, the universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you who you are. So if who you are right now is in that particular state, then exactly as Terry said, then the universe is going to negate.
Yeah. I mean, that's the resistance. Because energetically, what you have is you have a wavelength going this way of momentum, and then you have a wavelength of, let's say this is a thought, and then you have a wavelength of an emotion or a feeling going this way, and they're basically going like this. So what is this? It's evening out. Nothing's going to happen. So it's almost like a cancellation process. So you're kind of canceling yourself. Don't cancel yourself.
Mic
If you were to
drop.
start,
Oh wait, I
if
can actually
you
do that.
were,
Mic
oh,
drop.
you got the, we did it. It's like, if you can know what your offer is, like, what do I come to the table with? What do I bring to this relationship? And really embody yourself in that, that's not going to cancel this out because they're
I get it.
not going to be on the same level. Makes a sense?
Sense of time.
Yeah. Gotta love energy. It's just the way it works. That's the science of it. That's why science is starting to prove mysticism. Thank God.
Duh. We've been saying this for like how many years now? How many thousands of years?
We all knew this already. Hello, science.
Is it like super string theory? They're now calling it the language of God. I'm like, no, it's the language of
Duh.
collectiveness. Thank you.
It's the language of duh.
So,
Oh, Josh, this has been a lot of fun. We'll do it
yeah.
again. And for anybody out there who's watching this, or maybe they're watching it on the replay, yes, Josh does private readings. I do private readings. You can easily get one of us. I know that when I posted in my Instagram, I tagged Josh, so his name will be on there too. You should follow him. He's good people, obviously. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Private readings. Yeah.
get your readings, all the things, get your readings from me. We're here for you. We're here for you. We might be a little bit blunt, but we're here for you. And we want you to do well. And we want to do well for us too.
Yes.
So that we can so
Thank
that we
you.
can help you too. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Any last parting words here, Josh? You want to say to anybody or everybody?
Um, I don't know why this came to mind. It's like, uh, if it ain't broke, don't try and fix it.
Oh my God, that's awesome. You know what? I feel like that was a personal message for me, even though it's not, but I'm a Leo, so it's always about me. Um, I've been getting this message from different areas all for like the past week, and that is sometimes things are the way they are, which goes so nicely hand in hand with what you just said, which was if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, to everybody watching, sometimes things are the way they are. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. Sometimes we just have to sit in the muck and get through it. And that's it. And sometimes we have to sit in the joy and get through it. I love that.
Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly.
Awesome. Yay. All right, Instagram. From the States, good night. And then I guess from Brisbane, did I pronounce that right?
It's from Brisbane, Vegas. From Brisbane, Vegas, Brisbane,
Australia.
Australia.
We're signing off. We'll let you know when we do this again. Thank you guys for showing up. Have a great day and night wherever you are. Bye.
Bye.